the initial example here, the first example, was pretty much the same thing. It's got some additional code just for demonstration of some other features. For example, it's got a function that's inserted here, and you can just copy this basically, understand this from the code that's on this page. This shows you how to trap the close function so that the GUI isn't automatically closed. This is useful because, for example, in this program, if we had entered a lot of information and accidentally clicked the close button before saving, we wouldn't want that to happen. And this makes use of the insert event function, which we create a function for, and what happens is we create this function based on checking for an event that occurs in the GUI. If that is an either conditional here, if that event that it's looking for is a close event, then we create a little layout here with a button that allows us to save the changes. It saves it with a date, creates a backup file, and then saves the database information, the data that's contained in the widget. And it also has another button that allows us just to lose the changes and quit, and another button that lets us cancel out of that completely. It just hides that pop-up which we've created here. If it's not the close event, it just continues on. So this is sort of a default template for how to respond to a user closing down the program if you want to trap that event and keep them from getting out of it accidentally. And then all the rest of this code down here is compressed binary information. Actually, it's not binary, it's just compressed text information, which is the code that makes up that LISTVIEW module that we downloaded. So this whole long bit of code here is just the compressed version of that. So we don't have to download it. In this case, if you didn't want to have to rely on an internet connection to get that module, you can just compress it. This was created using the binary embedder program that was described earlier in the tutorial. And the rest of the program is basically the same. It checks to see if a database is on the hard drive. If not, it writes a blank database there. And checks, again with some additional checks here, to ask the user if they're sure if they want to remove the row before running that remove row function. And if we paste this in, again there's a backup function here. Basically just creates a backup of the previous file every time a file is saved, which may be a useful process if you're dealing with important data, so that you can save it to the hard drive before that data is overwritten. So it has a few more features beyond what are in the simple version below. Take that, paste it into Rebol, and you'll see a couple new features here. Paste in, and we get that same database table. This time, if we try and exit, so we add some changes here, and we don't press save DB, it comes up with this little dialog that we've created. We're allowed to save changes or lose them, or just cancel the close operation completely. Save changes and it closes.